Oh Ben, what are you like? Okay, I'm going to address your video. First of all, I'm going to start by explaining what my gut reaction was to seeing even just the title of your video. And my gut reaction was, that's absurd. That just doesn't make sense. It's like looking at somebody posting a video on YouTube saying, I'm not a YouTuber. It's nonsensical. But why do I feel that? You see, had you made that same video about something else, I would have not only understand perfectly where you are coming from, but it would have made perfect sense as well. Had you made that video about the ASU or about IAM, I wouldn't have blinked. I would have said, oh yeah, I can see what he means, and fair enough. But saying that you're not a member of the YouTube atheist community is, to be perfectly honest with you, ridiculous. Of course you are. But again, why am I thinking that? Why is that my gut reaction to your video? Even looking at the video, even looking and reading your PM, it hasn't changed my mind. It has made me realize, however, that some of the things that I thought were behind it are not quite right. I didn't get it exactly right. I made a few mistakes. But not to the point where it changed that gut feeling. Not to the point where I say, oh, I was wrong and I understand. No. So what is it then? It's not like I thought that you just happen to be an atheist on YouTube and therefore by definition you are. No, it's not that. But still there is something there. It sort of hints at the right reason for my gut reaction. And I realized what it was. It's the difference between, on the one hand, something like a club, an organization, a political party, a movement, all those things. And on the other hand, a community. There's a huge difference between the two. A community is not an organized thing. There are two major differences between a community and a club or a movement or something like that. The first one is that movements, clubs, political parties, organizations are deliberately created. They stand for something, you identify it, and you as a human being choose to join. You apply for membership. You identify with it and approach the existing group and say, can I become one of your club? A community is a very different thing altogether. A community emerges naturally from what's going on, from the way people interact with each other, from the fact that there are people on YouTube who post videos about atheism, atheistic ideas, and so on and so forth, emerged this thing called the YouTube atheist community. And you don't choose to become a member. You don't approach it. The community chooses you as a member. You are a member of the YouTube atheist community because the community has embraced you. The community, it says, has basically just stated, you, Ben, are one of us. It's even crazier than that. The YouTube atheist community, this is what made me realize where I went wrong, was when I saw on your video comments by the likes of Lorelei, Kathy, who has, on many occasions, stated that she's not strictly an atheist. And yet, she is a member of the YouTube atheist community somehow. I would say an honorary member. Similar, like for example, to Don Exodus 2, a Christian who is one of the most brilliant defenders of evolutionary theory on this site. He's not an atheist, he's a Christian. But somehow we've embraced him. the YouTube atheist community, not by the fact that a leader declared it so or by popular vote or something, but we just sort of organically, naturally, without any intent, embraced him as part of our community, even though he's not necessarily an atheist. And the same with Kathy, the same with, for example, Barklord, although he might be a bit more of an atheist than Kathy is. But still, those people are members of our community somehow. And so are you, Ben. We embraced you as a member of our community. You didn't have to do anything for it, other than be just who you are, the Ben that we all love, or many of us do anyway, and who has been posting some cracking videos, some brilliant videos here on YouTube. The YouTube atheist community just emerged from the fact that we were here doing our thing, and you just happened to be one of the people we embraced. And with we, I don't mean me and some other clique, but just the YouTube atheist community, this strange, undefined thing that somehow emerged from what was going on this site. And you are part of it, Ben. You are an important part of it. And I'm glad you are.